104.7 The Cave plays pure classic rock.
104.7 The Cave. Motley Crue, Dr. Feelgood. I'm Mike the Intern. Good morning. Neal Schon in the studio with me, and I got to tell you, you are probably one of the luckiest guys in the world. Not only because you've been in a band called Journey for so long and put out some amazing records, but really, it's been your only job. I mean, you started with Santana when you were just a teenager, and now you're back with him doing a reunion album. Tell me about it.
I said, Carlos, we really need to do something together. I just wanted to complete that whole cycle from 1970 to now. And for me, it was going back and playing with him again because I just admire the guy. You know, I love him, and I love the break that they gave me as a young musician. I want to pay respect and also have fun. And so I couldn't be more happy that this is all happening.
So who are some of the other musicians that contributed to the project?
Michael Shreve played on the record. Michael Caraballo's on the record. Greg Raleigh's on the record. Carlos Hughes, Benny, his bass player he's had for years. It was amazing. He used to play with Miles Davis as well, and I love playing with him in the studio. David Brown was deceased, the original bass player, and Carl Peraza on percussion. As opposed to Chipito, Carlos just decided I want to stick with my guys, and, it sounds great.
We'll get to more with Neal Schon on the way next on 104.7 The Cave. 104.7 The Cave. I'm Mike the Intern in the studio with Neal Schon this morning talking about his contributions to the new Santana record. It's kind of a reunion of sorts. And tell me about the title of the upcoming record, which I guess Carlos came up with, correct?
We are calling it Santana 4. He came up with that. And I think it's appropriate. It does sound like sort of where we left off there, but now,
So now that the album's done, it's behind you guys, how do you guys feel about getting to work with some of the old bandmates again and the tour that you're doing with the album?
For me to be able to do a full circle in time now and go back there and rejoin those guys was a very special moment too. And now that's another thing that we're working on right now is, co-headline tour, which would actually be more of a conceptual tour where, it's Journey and Santana and we intermingle from both bands.
It's a deep cut from Kiss. Lick It Up on 104.7 The Cave. 104.7 The Cave, Cold Shot from Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble. I'm Mike the Intern with Neal Schon this morning talking about co-headlining a tour with Journey and Santana. And this is going to be a great show. Tell me about some of the famous places you're playing. I hear you're playing Madison Square Garden.
We have a show at Madison Square Garden in New York with what I just talked about. And so that will be the big show that I think that everybody will come to check out to see what the whole thing is about. And then I think we're off and running. At that point, I have a lot of confidence with it, just knowing what both bands can bring and also all of us collectively together and doing different things as an overall show. I think people will love it.
Thank you so much for your time, Neal. We've got a six-pack of pure classic rock on the way next on 104.7 The Cave.
The Cave plays pure classic rock.